Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for you today is some more NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Now, as you can tell by what's on the title, what's on the screen, and what was on the thumbnail, what I got for you today happens to be the best Kawhi Leonard build on NBA 2K23 Next Gen, and let's just say this has been highly requested. Now, I will give you a heads up, I was not able to get Kawhi Leonard in the shades of, but that's mainly because this game really hates when it comes to Kawhi, and it mainly wants it to be that Kawhi has to have like the weakest of threes and just all defense and shooting, nothing else. But as most of you know, the boy can do a lot more. So hopefully you guys enjoy this build and can take this build and do whatever you please with it, aka make it your very own. And hopefully you guys managed to get this video to at least 50 likes. Now, as I was saying, likes, if you like today's video and you want to see more content like this, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to drop a comment telling me what you think about the build. Also, share the video because it's good with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. Now, as most of you know, Kawhi Leonard is the starting small forward right-handed jersey number 2 for the Los Angeles Clippers. We haven't seen him play in like a year and a half, but hopefully this season we will. Height-wise, he does come in at 6'7" and weighs 225 pounds, alongside having a 7'3" wingspan to pair with those oven mitts of hands that he has on him. And then body shape-wise, we decided to go defined because, as I always say with the majority of these guys, they play sports for a living, they're hella athletic, you should expect them to be in some quite great shape. Now, getting straight into the build, the first thing I like to always get through the way is physicals. Now, when it came to speed, we decided to go with an 80 on the speed. I say we because it was me and Samuel making this build. When it came to acceleration, maxed that out at a 78. Strength, as you can guess, I decided to go, or at least we decided to go with an 82 because we wanted to get at least silver bully on this build because Kawhi Leonard, if you watch him play, he doesn't look like, what's the best way of saying it? LeBron looks more jacked than Kawhi, but Kawhi really does throw his muscle around. And it's great to see because for someone built like him, you better use some strength to get you some space. Vertical wise, we went with a 70 because again, we're only aiming for the basic pro contact dunks. And then stamina wise, we decided to go with a 90 because yeah, this is one of the best two-way small forward builds. So there's gonna be a lot of using your energy, so you will need a little bit more stamina than we have put on the previous builds. Now, going from top to bottom, let's start off with finishing. Decided to go with a 60 on the close shot. As you can guess, this was mostly due to what we did with the driving layup, where we decided to go with an 80. And then when it came to the driving dunk, we decided to go with an 85 because we were just trying to get the basic pro contact dunks. And also this played a key part because elite contact dunks are nice, but they take a lot from the attribute points type of thing. So you always want it to be that if you're happy with pro, I'd say just take pro. There's no need to go elite. Like, you're not really going to be banging them out a lot, so there's no need for them. Plus, with those extra points, you can do a lot. For example, here, we managed to get at least an 80 when it came to the post gameplay for this build, allowing you to get gold, back down punisher, dream shake, drop stepper, as well as Hall of Fame post spin technician. Because for those of you who know, Kawhi Leonard does love to play out of the post, which is why we wanted to keep that in this build. Now, as you can see, that does allow us to finish with 17 total finishing badge points. I'm not gonna lie, the driving dunk really don't matter. I would have liked to put some driving dunk on the Kawhi Leonard build because I have seen him, not driving dunk, sorry, standing dunk, because I have seen him do quite a few standing dunks. But the truth of it is not necessary. You're a small forward. You're not a center who's gonna be camping under the paint. Now, getting straight into shooting, very first thing, mid-range. Decided to put this all the way up to an 86 because for those of you who know, Kawhi Leonard, DeMar DeRozan, Chris Paul, those are some of the names still keeping the mid-range game alive in the NBA right now. So whenever you do a build for them, you always got to make sure that that mid-range is usually better than the 3-ball. And then 3-ball wise, we decided to go with a 77. As I said, because we put it at a 77, we're not going to get Kawhi in the shades of, because for some reason it always is like 2K wants you to give him a 73 ball and very little playmaking for it to be Kawhi, but we decided to give him a 77. And then when it came to the free throw, we decided to go with a 72 because again, you might want to take this build into the wreck, in which case you need to be able to shoot free throws with this build, and to be able to shoot free throws with this build, I believe you need at least a 70. Now, pass accuracy, very same thing, went with a 70. Ball handle, decided to go with an 80. and then speed with ball decided to go with an 80 as well. A large part of this is Kawhi Leonard does have a lot of great playmaking and one-on-one possessions, and then when it comes to his passing, it's usually a lot of him getting trapped and kicking it, or just making an easy but nice pass to someone who's wide open. Now, as you can see, this does allow you to finish with 17 total playmaking badge points as well, which I personally believe to be nice, especially on the small forward build where you necessarily won't be the main ball handler. A lot of it, the situations will be point guard brings the ball up, kicks it to you, and you get busy straight away. Now, defensively, this is where the build starts to, really shine. Interior defense went with a 70. This allows you to get bronze interior lockdown. Perimeter defense went with an 86. This allows you to get gold challenger as well as silver clamps. And then on the steal went with an 85 because this does allow you to get silver glove as well as silver interceptor. And then when it came to the block, went up to a 75 because it allows you to get gold chase down artist. And then on the defensive rebound, went up to an 85 because it does allow you the capabilities of getting silver rebound chaser. Now, this does total us out at 21 total defensive badge points. And if it were me, because I know a few of you are asking me some of the badges I would run on these builds, I would personally say the key reason I gave you like 21. Actually, let me say something right now. I'll probably make a bigger video on it. If you want to see me make a really bigger video on badges, do me a favor, get this to at least 50 likes and comment badges down below, and I will. But on these builds, I try and usually get about 17 badge points on each of these 4 fields, mainly because if you look at, let's say for example, bully. If we managed to get bully to gold, it would have cost us 7 badge points to get bully. But if you core bully, it's free. But the only way you can core it is after you put 10 points between tier 1 and tier 2 badges, you need to have at least 7 points to show you could have afforded bully, which is why I always try and get you to at least 17 badge points. Same thing here on shooting. Playmaking, defense is the best example because if you look, challenge is worth 7 badge points. So had you spent the 10 badge points you would have that you have to before you get to tier 3, you can now core challenger for 7 badge points, and then you can possibly get glove, interceptor, or clamps for the extra 6, and then you've got the last not the extra 6. Yeah, you can get glove or interceptor for the extra 6, and then the other badge points, obviously you got to slap them on tier 1 and tier 2 badges. And then if you manage to get +1 badge points, you can slap it here and you can get 2 more tier 2 badges, so you can end up with 3 out of the 4. Now, this gives us a grand total of 38, 60, 77 total badge points on this build. And when it comes to the takeovers, as you can guess with any Kawhi Leonard build, the very first thing I'm gonna go with is extreme clamps because that man is deadly. And the second thing I'm gonna go with is pull-up precision because, as I've said, he is keeping the mid-range game alive, and a lot of it is pull-up jumpers. Now, what 2K says we built, this is where 2K annoys me, because it says we got the shades of Gerald Wallace, Paul George, and Jimmy Butler. All 3 of these dudes play. If you mix these 3 dudes together, you can get Kawhi Leonard just with a little bit worse defense than he actually does have. Like, he's not a better scorer than Paul George, but he's a better defender than Paul George. He's a better defender than Jimmy Butler and a scorer. Technically, he's better than Gerald Wallace, better than Jimmy Butler, better than Paul George. But yeah, 2K decided to give us this. As you can see, it says we have built a mid-range shooter. Hopefully, you guys can take this build and do with it what you can to make it your very own. And hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we are currently on the road to 1.4K because I'm assuming we've already crossed 1.3. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.